America's done. We're going home. I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chanak coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And as I said earlier, America is done. Okay, we're going home. Okay, we are about to be translated. We're about to receive those new bodies. Okay, and we're about to be gods on the earth. You can see the mirth is gone here. It's not the same, and we're going into another lockdown. Okay, the government, these different officials are saying, put the mask back on. As you're paying attention to Europe is teeter-tottering with lockdowns and different restrictions. Because basically, it's going down. Now, I said, America's done, we're going home. That doesn't mean, drop your hands, scream and like you got the victory, because the victory is not accomplished until we're in the chariots. Nevertheless, in the spirit, we can see that this place is completely finished, and we're on the cusp of returning to our land, as well as beating down these nations and being gods on the earth. Let me bring this out. Now, I have this scripture and another scripture popped into my mind. So we're going to build off these two scriptures. It's not going to be long. Just a little quick in transit lesson that, the spirit jumped on me to do something. I haven't done nothing today. So I just been meditating. The spirit's on me. So, let me go ahead and do something. This is Habakkuk 2. And we bring out these same scriptures because they're relevant. And no matter how many times you bring out these scriptures, they still hit hard. They hit different every time you bring them out. Let's bring it out. Habakkuk 2:3, for the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, see, and not lie. And I've been thinking about this. I've been meditating about this, how you're going to have a lot of Jakes, man. You're going to have a lot of Jakes. A lot of Israelites, when this deal goes down, when we go into another lockdown, when crazy things start happening very soon, you're gonna have a lot of Israelites scrambling, scared, right? They're gonna be scared because the fear of the Lord is gonna be out there in the midst of the earth. These judgments, and that's the only way, really, to get an Israelite on the right path is by judgment. But for some Israelites, meaning Black, Hispanic, Native Americans, as well as Israelite foreigners, it's just too late. Remember, it's just too late for a lot of them. For the majority of our people, it's just too late. So we're going to see catastrophic and crazy judgments. Our people getting thrown out of their homes. The eviction moratorium is up. The CDC, they just did another moratorium, but that's not going to hold any validity in court. They don't hold any power in the so-called American court system and the judicial system. And we know ultimately this society is going to break down, and that's part of the vision. That's actually part of the prophecy. We're not as the Christian church saying, peace and safety. Now, it is peace and safety to the elect if you follow the law, statute, commandments, in sincerity and in truth, and you follow the counsel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. But for those that are without, as the scriptures say, is just judgment. For the vision is yet for a appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. So we've been waiting. How much more are apostles and elders? Well, how much more since the beginning? Because this goes far deeper than just what we're, our carnation right now. This goes all the way to the beginning when we were called seers, the prophets. And as the scriptures say, the Lord, he has declared the end from the beginning. So we've been waiting for this. You can read Acts, the first chapter, when the disciples asked Yahushua, is it this time will you restore the kingdom to Israel? Because we're totally done with this place. Okay. Though it tarry, wait for it. So we're waiting. We're patiently waiting. We're suffering the little bit of suffering that we have to, suffer right now. But we're at the point to where, all hell is going to break loose. Great judgments are going to take place. More talks of World War III. More talks of transhumanism in the microchip, as well as this second lockdown that's going to gain attention. Okay, that first lockdown, it got certain Jakes, certain Israelites, which is good. They repented. I should say very few Israelites repented, but the majority of them went back into the world. Okay, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Now, you want to be found doing the work when Yahushua comes. Okay, you want to be found to be that good servant when Yahushua comes. And being a good servant is about suffering. In reality, it's about suffering. Pleasures being taken away from you. Heartache, sorrow. But, that's what's necessary, because what's coming to the earth, pretty much, the gloves are off. It's about to get, really bad. And, you have this false opening, which here in California has only been for a couple of months. And they're already saying, put back the mask on. And you can see that they're already ramping up the rhetoric of these different jabs and variants, and pretty much it's not going to stop until in order to enter into a particular place, you have to have these concoctions and proof of them. And these government officials are telling you straight up, look, if you want to enjoy society, if you want to go to the ballpark, if you want to go to the bar, the pub, right? You want to get a beer, you want to go to the club, you want to travel, you got to take this. That's where we're at. Okay, that's exactly where we're at. Let me there was another scripture that I want to bring out, Isaiah 24. Give me a moment while I get it, because the Murph is done, and these people are trying to galvanize that Murph back, but it's not the same, man. It's really truly not the same. And from here on out, it's not going to be the same. Things are going to be different. Okay, this whole Israelite thing, is just, people think, it's just a fad. You got Israelites out there, they're just speaking, right? But there's different stages to this thing, and we're moving into the new stage. We're moving into a new stage, okay? And it's going to shake up a lot of Jakes. Okay, let me bring this out. Isaiah 24 and 5. The earth also, I started 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. This is what's happening to the earth. The world languisheth and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. And what we're about to experience is the haughty people being judged in the earth. Because prior to this so-called pandemic, scamdemic, plandemic, whatever you want to call it, we know what it is. These people were emboldened in their wickedness. They weren't slowing down. They were only speeding up. And they thought that, the party will last forever. But the party is being, is being crashed. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. Everything's all messed up. The squirrels, the cats, the dogs, the different sea life. Birds are dropping out of the sky. The insect, there's something called the insect apocalypse. Look, you can look that up. More than 50% of the earth, the insects on the earth have been exterminated through these different chemicals, through modern life. And they play a huge part in the ecosystem, as well as different fishes, mammals, amphibians, the whole 9 yards. Everything is being destroyed under the hands of the wicked, the Edomites. But the blame is being pointed towards the Israelites. Isn't that something? The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, and the laws are not well known, neither are they taught. Even when we teach the laws to our people, Jake, they have a problem with it. Israel, they have a problem with it. Change the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. So everything in this world is broken, is messed up, is not running its proper course. And people are looking at the symptoms of homelessness, poverty, disparity, anxiety, depression, heart disease. They're looking at all, these symptoms, but they're not looking at the cause. And the cause is the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. And when we bring out these facts, especially to our people, the Israelites, the Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans, the mass majority of them, they can't, that's a hard saying. They can't accept Esau being the wicked, even though all the proof is right there in front of their face. Verse 6, therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. And that curse is the curse is coming. Okay, starting with the chariots as well as the nuclear fire. But even prior to that, okay, you're going to have these different earthquakes, more upwars, people turning against each other, killing each other, women being ravished. That's coming back at an all-time high. It's about to get nasty out here. Okay, the scriptures say the beginning of sorrows. Jake's about to get kicked out of their houses, and left on the streets. The crime is increasing. Man, these Edomites gotta go, man. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, the inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. And this is, okay, after the destruction. Okay? Because this place does need destruction, and the destruction is coming. As we read in Habakkuk, wait for it, for it shall surely come. It will not tarry. So even though these things seem like, damn, man, damn, when is this place, to hell with this place? We have to continue to, trust in Yahweh Shema Shai and suffer these things. Because the Lord, he's bound by his word. The Lord is bound by his word. So we have to be subject unto that. But remember, it's going to come. And when it comes, oh my goodness, when it comes, it's going to be devastating. Okay. And we're seeing the prophecies, really take root in the earth and really show themselves. And we understand it and we see it because we're also visionaries. We're seers. We can see into the future. We've seen how these things are, really, opening up and manifesting themselves right before our eyes before they come to the height of their, perfection, whether it be, wild beasts, whether it be, sedition, whether it be the charagma, whether it be all hell breaking loose, people dying. We see that, hey, there's going to come a point in time where they're going to be in their perfection. And we're speaking about these things. Okay, let me read verse 6. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth. I read that one. I'll still read it. And they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left. Verse 7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry heart do sigh. And we had lockdowns, right? 2020 lockdowns. You know, people were scared. Women were scared. People were bugging the hell out. You know, the only ones who weren't bugging out were, were the prophets. We were saying, Esau, shut this shit down, Esau. We know exactly what you're doing, okay, to the wicked elite. Because the closer that we get, to the newer order, so to speak, and more draconian measures, and ultimately the Charagma being pushed, is the closer that Yahweh Shai is going to come back and destroy these people. Right? In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in strait. So he's not going to be able to accomplish what he searched out for, what he's been laboring for years. He's not going to be able to fully implement this. Now, it's going to seem at one point like he's going to prosper in the flesh. Okay, carnally. But we know that's the point where he's going to be in straits. Now, 2020 lockdowns, we've seen that mirth cease, and people scared to go out. But now, I'm particularly speaking about United States. Now, we can go into other countries and stuff like that when we speak about that. But I'm particularly speaking about United States. Certain spots, they stayed open. Certain spots, they were hard lockdowns. And then, they slowly reopened. So people, start getting more, courage to go out. And you see people going crazy, women going crazy, men going crazy because they've been locked up. Now these lockdowns are coming back. So we saw, a particular time where the mirth was ceasing, but the mirth is not the same anymore. It's not the same. You can see it. If you go out, it's not the same. There's fewer people. Now, okay, there might be a spot where it's crowded, but the reason why it's crowded is because the other spots, they were shut down. They didn't make it. Let me read verse 7 again. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry heart do sigh. All these wicked people on the earth that were, living their best life. Remember that song? I'm living my best life, right? Pretty much. To hell with everything. I'm going to do whatever makes me feel pleasurable. I'm a live in pleasure. If anything, if there's something in my life that doesn't make me feel pleasure, I'm going to cut it out. And I'm going to live my best life. To hell with everything else. That was the sentiment. That was the spirit in the earth. Okay, but now we're not really experiencing that spirit. They're trying to galvanize it and bring it back, but it's not doing any justice. So we're in a time of the day of evil in which the wicked, these people who have been living their best life, these people who which pretty much are the merry hearted, they're going to sigh bitterly. Let me continue. The mirth of the tabret ceaseth. The noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp ceaseth. And this is indicative of a Western society. Mainly here in Babylon the Great, where it's that great mirth. Okay? That party spirit. The bread and the circus. Where, you're feeling down. You can, catch you an Uber. Go to a bar. Drink as much alcohol as you can, buy. Hook up, with a woman at the bar or at the club, and try to put a Band-Aid on a big wound that's only getting bigger. So these people, they've been in that spirit. They've been in the rejoicing spirit, Jake, going to concerts, going to clubs, going to parties, going to events, traveling, in that spirit. But now the devil is not with that no more. If you do want to do all that, you got to pretty much bow down. And they're telling you straight up. Okay. So remember, it's going to come up. I already see it. When this man really starts, cracking down, you're going to have a lot of Israelites scrambling. What do we do? What do we do? But beforehand, they were bullshitting. It is what it is. We ain't, it is what it is. Verse 9, they shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. So pretty much it's going to be pure out. It's going to just be pure hell out here. Because remember, this man, he has this depopularization agenda full in effect right now as we speak. We're knee deep in a newer order. We're knee deep. We're in the transitioning of the Great Reset. He told you. This guy told you what it is. Okay, he said he's about to reset everything. Okay, and I believe this year is from when they started the Federal Reserve note. It's been 50 years. So, and Esau's decrepit mind is almost as a jubilee. Okay, right? A jubilee. You know the scripture. You're supposed to forgive all debts. The jubilee. So we're in Esau Edom's jubilee. Now, it might be next year. It might be, we don't know. Nevertheless, our eyes are open. When he's going to crash the financial system, whether he turns off the internet, turns off the power, the stock market crashes. However this guy does it, right? However he does it, we know that he's going to bring in this cashless society, which is going to, bring this charagma even closer than what we think. Okay, and the way things are going now, this can happen literally any moment. And the men that are in the spirit, we know that we're on the same accord. We know, like, hey man, look, something's about to happen. Too many things are going on right now for things not to happen. We're literally at the end. Okay. The city of confusion, which is Babylon the Great, Babal, okay, in the Hebrew, which means confusion. Okay, there's a mixing of people. There's a mixing of philosophies. Okay. Men are women. Women are men. Okay. Women are not true women. They're not in their lot. Men are not true men. They're not in their lot. It's confused. It's turned upside down. And we see this and we experience this every single day. And that, that weighs down on our spirit. And we're like, how long, Yahweh Shemal Shai? How long do we have to, suffer the wicked? The city of confusion is broken down. But look, we have these prophecies. And the Most High is bound by his prophecy. He gonna make it right. Because when we're knee deep in that hour of temptation, it's what it is at that point. Okay, every house is shut up that no man may come in. So we were seeing this, right? Everybody was locked in their house. And I remember it too, man. I kind of liked it. I kind of liked the whole lockdown, me personally. My schedule didn't change, but I seen these people, they were catching pure hell. Well, I went to the grocery store, when you had to have the mask, you was in a line, I got up to the cash register, and the cashier, it was a woman. And, you got the mask, you got it all, you got the whole get up on the mask and all that. And she's like, wow, you're really calm. This is knee deep. This is knee deep in the pandemic. She's like, wow, you seem really calm. Like, hey, it's just another day at the office, but people, and she was able to read that spirit from off of me. How much more when all hell breaks loose? When these people see, this man is different. And that's how the elect is going to be. We're going to be stable in the midst of chaos. Because we're going to know exactly what's going on. It's going to be hell, of course. It's going to be chaos, of course. But see, we're going to know why these things are happening. We're going to have full understanding why these things are happening. When these people, they're going to be all messed up in the head. And then Esau Edom's going to be saying one thing. He's going to try, and that's why he's doing this. He's causing all this conflict. So when he brings in this new system, when he tells you, hey, look, this is going to be, this charagma, this implant, this is going to get everything back to normal. Just like he's doing with the whole jabby. Everything's going to get back to normal. You're going to be able to, travel. You're going to be able to go to the club. You're going to go to that concert that you always wanted to go to. You're going to be able to go do your yoga. You go to the gym. I know you like going to the gym, right? Yeah. Just get the jabby. Get your both jabbies. You go to the gym. You can lift those weights. So we're coming into a different time. We're coming into a different time right now. And we're at the transitioning when this man is making these things mandatory. And it's not so much pressure on the people now, but it's coming. Okay? Fall is coming. Winter's coming. These different Delta variants or whatever, all these different BS variants. He's going to release something. Well, whatever this man is going to do. Ultimately, we know it's Yahweh Shema Shai. Ultimately, we know that. Okay. Let me read 10 again. The city of confusion is broken down. So we're coming to a time where this shit's about to get broken all the way down. The the public transit system is going to get broken down from county and city level to federal level. It's going to be broken down. Because this is a well-oiled, so-called, even though it's sloppy, this is a well-oiled machine. You're not going to have people working at the county office. Okay, you're not going to have people working at the DMV. You're not going to have people working for the city coming and picking up the trash. Dealing with the sewage system. Okay, dealing with these different city and state level jobs to where they come and pick up trash. They trim the trees. They cut the grass, they deal with the sewage, sanitary and the roads. The roads constantly got to be fixed. Okay, pipes are busting in the city at all times. A brother in the camp works for the city. He said it's always messed up. They always are fixing, pipeline bust throughout the city. It might not happen in your particular spot where you're at, but these things are happening all the time. Now, when the society breaks down, these things are not going to be able to be fixed. So water's not going to come. Heat is not going to come. Electricity is not going to come. Okay. The gas stations are going to shut down. Okay. All right. These grocery stores, they're going to be shut down eventually. Because remember, the electricity is going to go off. People are going to, ransack the grocery store. Right? The truckers, that whole, communication between the truckers and, that's some high level stuff, man. These ships coming in and, shipping and receiving is very high level. Everything has to be on point. Nothing can be messed up. But when society breaks down, everything's going to stop. Okay. Farmers. Ishkar picking the fruits and all the vegetables, the meat packing plants. I mean, so many things can break down in this society that are going to break down in this Western society. And people have no idea how to fend for themselves. Well, this is the city, so everything is handed to you. So it's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get real, real, real ugly. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the streets for truth. Because wine is representative also of truth. So that's when, that goes also into the famine of the word. That's another precept for the famine of the word. There's a crying for wine in the streets. People are going to be looking for answers right now. The prophets are out, right? Speaking the will of Yahweh Shema Shai, and not too many people are taking heed to these words, which of course is to be expected. when we go in and out of the scriptures and we read the scriptures, we know that the word of the Lord is not, people are not looking for the word. They don't hold the word of the Lord precious. We have an example of Job. Of Noah, how he prophesied so many years of of destruction, and nobody listened. All right, so likewise, we're in the same. Well, you go to Luke, Matthew 24, I believe. It talks about the days of Noah. So, hey, we're in the days of Noah also. So there's going to be a crying for the truth in the streets. Now, it's ironic, right? We speak in the streets. All right, we speak in the streets. We're literally in the streets. Okay, we're in the gaps. Okay, the agora. You can find us. We ain't hiding. We're right there with the garments on. All joy is darkened. So we're coming to the darkest hour, where you're not going to see anybody with any type of joy on their face. Okay, there is going to be no concert, no rap concert, no pop concert, no Afrobeat concert. There is going to be I'm just going to school, or I'm going out for a drink. You got a boat, you got your boat, you going fishing. Nah, ain't gonna be none of that. The scriptures say all joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. It's gone. It's no more. That's what we're coming to. No more mirth. And hey man, you women, you love that mirth. That's the spirit. That's the spirit of a woman, as well as you men. As well as you men. But hey, a woman in this time, man, and we see it, man. It's gonna get real bad for these women, man. It's gonna get real bad for these women. It's gonna get real bad. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation. Okay, desolation. Nothing left, man. It's gonna be crazy. The Most High is gonna jack this place up. All this, and you know what? You can gauge, the wickedness of a place by the women, how the women act, and also how sodomites and that type of behavior, the alphabet behavior. So by women, and I'm like, God damn, every time I go outside, man, I'm like, damn, this shit is getting. These women are literally wearing no clothes. I went to where was I at, man? I was in the grocery store or something. I was somewhere, and I'm like, God damn, these, like shit. Hey, nipples and abs and you like, and if you say something, you're a weirdo. And then you got sodomites, and then you got women dressing like men, thinking that they're men. So it's just a big smorgasbord of wickedness. And people walk by and pretty much it's the norm. There's nothing wrong with it. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And I'm going to pretty much leave it off there, we hasten and we pray to Yahweh Shemashai that he speeds up this destruction, because there's nothing here. There is no continuing city. There is no hopes and aspirations of, America, moving forward, beating the pandemic, and it's done. It's done, man. It's done. So we're just patiently waiting to see what Yahweh Shemashai is going to do next. And we do know the Lord, how the Lord works, So we're praying for the Lord to have mercy upon the elect. That's always in our prayers. Okay, and to guide us through these different situations when all hell breaks loose, and all hell is breaking loose, in the earth, if you are paying attention. So, I wanted to just kind of do that real quick. Spirit was on me to do a lesson. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in truth, sincerity. Shalom to the elect and death to the wicked. Shalom.